Berkeley Plantation. Berkeley Plantation, Virginia, Charles City, founded in 1619 by 38 settlers from Berkeley Castle in England. The manor house was built by Benjamin Harrison in 1726. Both George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were guests at the plantation. During the Civil War, General McClellan's Federal troops occupied Berkeley after retreating from Richmond. After the war, the plantation was bought by John Jamieson, a Scotsman who served as a drummer boy for McClellan. In 1927, the estate was inherited by his son, Malcolm, and has been in the Jamieson family ever since. Visitors to the restored mansion have reported seeing and hearing the ghost of a little drummer boy. The apparition of a tall, gaunt man has been seen walking along the riverbank, sometimes walking side by side with the little drummer boy along the old picket fence that runs up the hill to the cemetery. Berkeley Plantation, one of the first great estates in America, comprises about 100 acres (0.4 square kilometers) on the banks of the James River on State Route 5 in Charles City County, Virginia. Berkeley Plantation was originally called Berkeley 100, and named after one of its founders of the 1618 land grant, Richard Berkeley. Benjamin Harrison IV built the mansion on the estate in 1726 and married Ann Carter, daughter of Robert King Carter of Lancaster County, Virginia, who was the most powerful land baron in the area. His son, Benjamin Harrison V., a signer of the American Declaration of Independence and a governor of Virginia, was born at Berkeley Plantation, as was his son William Henry Harrison, a war hero in the Battle of Tippecanoe, governor of Indiana Territory, and 9th President of the United States. During the American Civil War, Union troops occupied Berkeley Plantation, and President Abraham Lincoln twice visited there in the summer of 1862 to confer with General George B. McClellan. The Harrisons were not able to regain possession of Berkeley Plantation after the war, and it passed through several owners' hands and fell into disrepair. In 1907, it was bought by John Jamieson, a Scotsman who had served as a drummer boy in the Union Army during the Civil War, and it was his son Malcolm Jamieson who inherited it in 1927, and Malcolm's wife Grace, who restored the manor to the beauty that attracts visitors from all over the country and other parts of the world, too. The architecture is original, and the house has been filled with antique furniture and furnishings that date from the period when it was built. The grounds, too, have been restored, and cuttings from the boxwood gardens are available as living souvenirs for its visitors. Among the many American firsts that occurred at Berkeley Plantation are: first official Thanksgiving, the 4th of December, 1619; first bourbon whiskey distilled, 1621, by George Thorpe, an Episcopal priest; first time Army bugle call taps played, July 1862, by bugler Oliver W. Norton. The melody was written at Harrison's Landing on the plantation by then General Daniel Butterfield. Here are some of the very notable haunted houses in America today. A list of some of America's most haunted houses where people have reported ghostly encounters. These haunted houses are all located in the United States. Most haunted house in America: the Myrtles Plantation, West Feliciana Parish, Louisiana; the Laurie House, New Orleans, Louisiana; the Whaley House, San Diego, California; the Winchester House, San Jose, California; the Stranahan House, Fort Lauderdale, Florida; the White House, Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C.; Congeller House, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania; Franklin Castle, Cleveland, Ohio; Hull House, Chicago, Illinois; Lemp Mansion, St. Louis, Missouri; the Wademan House, Navarre, Ohio; Stickney Mansion, Scheidel House, Crystal Lake, Illinois; Moore Home Axe Murder House, Villisca, Iowa; Luna Mansion, Los Lunas, New Mexico; the Borden House, Fall River, Massachusetts; Ashton Villa, Galveston, Texas; Sturward Mansion, Gilmore House and the Bishop's Palace, Dallas, Texas; the Harry House, Houston, Texas; O'Connor House, San Antonio, Texas; Casa del Toro Gordo, Longview, Texas; the Kendall House, Bemal, Texas; the Sydney House, Adams, Tennessee; Minnick Manor of Ariel Park, New York; the Hannah House, Indianapolis, Indiana; the Hemingway home, Key West, Florida; the Whitlock Seabrook Wilson Homestead, Port Monmouth, New Jersey; Winchester, Illinois; House, Ellicott City, Maryland; the Reese Smith House, Marion, North Carolina; the Johnson House, Harrisburg, Illinois; Villa Paula, the Cuban Embassy, Miami, Florida; Whaley House, San Diego, birthplace of California; Shealy House, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin; Old Mary Booth House, Germantown, Wisconsin; the Becker House, Bristol, Rhode Island; the Sanders House, Harrison, Arkansas; Dorothea Puentes F. Street Boarding House, Sacramento, California.